I was doing some research again um, into Elon and Errol Musk and just like the multiple women they've had babies with. Errol Musk, having a child with his a much younger stepdaughter who he says he didn't help raise, so it didn't feel that weird. And it's just like this really gross story um, about Errol Musk. And what the Musks always sort of remind me of is Jeffrey Epstein. And so I was kind of looking back into the Epstein situation. He wanted to basically have a bunch of young women impregnated who, carry his genetics, his DNA, into the future with multiple women. That's what he wanted to do. And that's what I see the Musks successfully doing. So I was looking back into the Zorro Ranch situation and I thought, I would look it up on Google Maps. Um, so hold on, Zorro Ranch. I believe it's this patch. There are a lot of patches, and Zorro Ranch Road is huge. Yeah, so I was following this road, and there are a lot of like structures, and the road sort of forms these weird triangle shapes, which I thought was really interesting. Um, all right, I think this should be, so this is part of the road. This is all Zorro Ranch Road. Um, oh, there's the ranch. Okay, here we go. But do you see what I mean? Like, what are they? And there's some, structures. Uh, Google Maps is a surveillance tool, but it is also one of my favorite inventions of the whole security state. I love looking at Google Maps. I've dropped that little guy, this one, a lot of different places. I don't think you could drop him anywhere. And Zorro Ranch, which was recently sold, was marked down. Can you imagine that? They had to sell it for less. Um, this road is really wild. So it goes, and then there's this. I guess this is where they would run the horses, because there are stables, and yeah, this is probably the horse stable. Um, then there's a gateway and this road, so we can follow it. This is all Zorro Ranch Road. And I'm like looking around and I'm seeing like how it goes all the way. They go through the gate. You can either go this way, and that's before it, or, the other way. But I think it was up in here. Yeah, that there are more structures. And I'm thinking, is this all? And so it does a loop de loop up here where there's another structure. Like, what can you imagine? Like, the horrors that took place, and like, just it's one of these places, you know, where they really never will hear you scream for help. Like, it is out in the middle of nowhere. Um, and I just thought this was so weird that there was a triangle shape. So here's the ranch, and this is all behind it, right? Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. It's very weird. It's a lot of property, and those are the roads that are Zorro Ranch Road. They're all connected, and they come off Highway 41. Um, anyway, so hopefully that worked. Okay, so that was a test on Jitsi, using Jitsi to record. I hear some popping sounds at the beginning. So I'm thinking of reinvesting in Zoom for future recordings. But I'm gonna try another test again tomorrow with my friend, so we'll see how that sounds, because I'll be mortified if my podcast sounds the way it did when I interviewed Curtis Yarvin. Um, that was embarrassing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to be looking into more of Errol and Elon and have like a better video for you on that. But I mean, it's really like father like son. And I feel like the same way when I look at the Tate situation, you know, it's pretty wild what a bad role model will do to the psyche of man. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Please take care.